Okay, are you ready to start? Let's start. Number 1. Corres el riesgo de recibir una multa, Cuidado. You run the risk of receiving. Mucha R aquí. You run the risk of receiving a fine. Wow. You run the risk of receiving a fine. ¿Qué tal estás? How are you today? Fine. ¿Qué tienes en la mano? A fine. No es una palabra. Una multa es a fine. Escrito fine. ¿Qué tal la multa? Oh, la multa está muy bien, gracias. How is the fine? The fine is fine, thank you. A fine. To receive a fine or to get a fine? To get también es recibir. To get a fine. I got a fine yesterday. Okay. La policía me ha multado. The police fined me. Es un verbo regular. Fine, fined, fined. Have you ever been fined? Have you ever received a fine in the mail? Okay. Nes, corres el riesgo. You run the risk of receiving a fine. If you drive too fast, if you drive above the speed limit, then you run a risk. You run a risk. And some people enjoy running risks. I don't. I enjoy taking risks. I take risks, but I don't run risks. To take risks, we use both. Valen ambos verbos con la palabra riesgo. Tomar riesgos y correr riesgos. We say both in English. Now, to take risks is usually something that a person calculates and makes the decision to take the risk. The person is a risk taker. Now, to run a risk is more negative. Most people, in fact, probably nobody likes to run a risk. Although many people like to take risks. When you go to the casino and you gamble, you take risks. Okay, calculated risks. Corres el riesgo. You run the risk of receiving a fine. Okay, a fine. Number 2, hemos decidido seguir adelante con el plan B. We've decided to go ahead with plan B. Es curioso, en español se dice con el plan B. En inglés nunca se dice con plan B. With plan B. We've decided to go ahead with plan B. Otra forma, we've decided to move forward with plan B. To move forward, ir progresando. We've decided to move forward with plan B. We've decided, we have made the decision, o bien, we have taken the decision to go ahead with plan B. We have ruled out plan A. We have ruled out. Ruled out. Juntando, ruled out. Ruled out. Parece incluso que digo regla, duda. Ruled out. Pero así, ruled out. We've ruled out, que es descartar. Hemos descartado el plan A y hemos optado por el plan B. Y vamos a seguir adelante con el plan B. We have ruled out plan A. We have decided on, opted for. Se puede decir optar por en inglés. We have opted for. Pero se dice más, decided on. We have decided on plan B. And so, starting tomorrow, we're going to move forward with plan B. We're going to go ahead with plan B. Esa mujer no para de llamarme. That woman keeps calling me. She keeps calling me. She keeps on calling me, también se puede decir. Pero es más categórico, she keeps calling me. Significa que es pesada y que R no para de llamar. The telephone never stops ringing because she keeps calling me and she keeps bothering me with the same subject. She wants to come here and to be a student with me on my program. And I've told her, I don't know how many times, that this season my programs don't have students. I'm going to teach alone. It's a private class. This is a private class with you and with me. I don't want extra students this year. I want to try it as a private class. But she keeps calling, and she keeps begging me. She keeps asking me to bring her here as a student, and I keep telling her, I keep telling her that this year I'm not going to have students, but she keeps calling again and again. What should I do? What can I do to make her stop calling? To make her stop, hacer que pare, to make her stop calling, to make her stop calling. Hacer que deje de llamar, to make her stop calling. What do you suggest I do? How can I tell her? What can I say to make her realize, a ver si le entra, that I'm not going to use her this year? She'll have to wait until next year. But she keeps calling, and she keeps calling, and she keeps calling. She keeps insisting, and she keeps begging. You have an expression in Spanish, niño que no llora no mama, which is the baby that cries all the time. We have a similar expression, well, similar, with the same concept. A squeaky wheel gets the oil. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. La rueda que chirría recibe el aceite. Los otros no. Okay, so, niño que no llora no mama. And so this lady keeps calling me, and she doesn't leave me alone. How she got my telephone number, I don't know. But she keeps calling on my cell phone. And I'm a courteous person, so but I'm reaching a limit. I'm reaching a limit. And I'm going to say something I shouldn't say if she keeps calling me and keeps calling me. Fijaos cómo estoy usando el verbo to keep. Okay? Keep más gerundio. Juan Luis keeps adding whiskey to my water. Now I'm afraid to drink it. Okay? He keeps adding whiskey as a joke. He plays a joke on me, as I told you in the last half hour. And he keeps adding whiskey to my water. And so I don't know what to do. All right? I'll just a second. That's okay today. All right. They didn't have time during the break to add whiskey to my water. Okay. So, esa mujer no para de llamarme. That woman keeps calling me. Fijaos que en castellano estoy diciéndolo en el negativo. No pare de llamarme. En inglés no hay negación. Ella, R que R, sigue llamándome. That woman keeps calling me. Podríamos ponerlo en negativo. That woman never stops calling me, pero no tiene la misma fuerza. La idea de que no para. Oh, qué pesada es. No para de llamarme. En inglés vamos al afirmativo con keep. That woman keeps calling me. She keeps bothering me. Siempre gerundio. She keeps bothering me. She keeps asking me questions. She keeps insisting on coming here. She keeps insisting on coming. Insistir en venir, otra vez gerundios, después de insistir en. En es una preposición, por lo tanto, el verbo después es gerundio. She keeps insisting on coming here, and I keep telling her no. I keep telling her again and again, no. I'm at my wit's end. I'm reaching my limit, and I don't know what to do. No aguanto hacer estas listas. I can't stand doing. En esta lista estamos viendo infinitivos y gerundios. I can't stand giving this program on television. It's true. I enjoy teaching. Otra vez gerundio con enjoy. I enjoy teaching. But I can't stand teaching on TV. No aguanto. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I have to sit between these two marks, and I have to look at the camera. I have to assume a certain posture, and my neck hurts, and it starts hurting during the class. Otro gerundio. Empieza a dolerme. It starts hurting after about 5 minutes. And this segment lasts 25 minutes. So for the last 20 minutes of every class I give you, I'm feeling an intense pain in the back of my neck. And it's driving me crazy. Yeah. It's driving me crazy. Oh, it's killing me. And I don't know what to do. I can't stand giving this class. I can't stand feeling the heat. Otra vez gerundio, después de stand. I can't stand feeling the heat of these lights. I can't stand looking into a camera and seeing nobody and simply imagining you behind the camera. It's very aseptic. It's not very romantic, okay? And I can imagine you looking at me, holding the remote control in your hand, sitting on the foot of your bed maybe, or sitting on a couch in your living room, sitting in an armchair, okay, and watching. So I need to imagine that you're there in order to reach you and to make contact with you, all right? No aguanto sentarme así. I can't stand sitting here like this. No aguanto solo tomar agua. I can't stand only having water during the class. I like wine. No aguanto levantarme pronto por la mañana. I can't stand getting up in the morning. Yeah, what a drag. Qué pesado es levantarse pronto por la mañana. What a drag it is getting up. It's Mick Jagger. I can't stand getting up early in the morning. I can't stand fighting the traffic to come here. Peleando con el tráfico. Fighting the traffic. Fighting with the traffic, no decimos. Decimos fighting the traffic every day. And I can't stand fighting the traffic every day. I can't stand hearing the same mistakes you make every day. I can't stand correcting the same mistakes. Cuando no aguantes algo, primero, usas el verbo poder, can. Y esta frase siempre se dice en el negativo. I can't stand. Que yo sepa, nunca decimos I can stand. Sí aguanto tus errores. I can stand, no se dice. Yo diría lo diría de otra forma. I don't mind listening to your mistakes. I don't mind. Go ahead. Adelante. Destroza mi idioma. No pasa nada. I enjoy it. Go ahead. Make all the mistakes you want. Butcher my language. Como un buen carnicero. Una carnicería. Butcher my language. Okay, don't worry. I don't. Or, lo contrario, I can't stand hearing the same mistakes all the time. Entonces, siempre I can't stand. I can't stand it is no lo aguanto. O como decís aquí, no hay quien lo aguante. All right. I can't stand. No lo soporto. I can't stand it. Pero si añades un verbo que sea en el gerundio, por favor. I can't stand using this microphone. I can't stand looking into a camera. Because I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking into the camera por el objetivo. A ver si te pillo ahí. I'm looking into the camera, trying to see you. Okay? So, no aguanto hacer estas listas. I can't stand doing these lists. Well, me? I don't do these lists. Yes, I made these lists initially. These lists are my own creation. I made these lists. And every day in class, I do them. So, confeccionar listas is to make. Ahora, realizarla is to do. To make is hacer en el sentido de elaborar, confeccionar o producir. To make ceramic cups, to make microphones in the factory. Ahora, to do is hacer en el sentido de realizar o llevar a cabo. Voy a realizar las tareas domésticas. I'm going to do the housework. No decimos to make the housework. Si crees que no tienes tareas en casa, pues yo te creo tareas. I will make housework for you to do. Do you need more housework? Housework son los quehaceres domésticos. Homework son los deberes de colegio. Housework. You don't have any housework? Well, I'll come home to your house and I'll make some housework for you, okay? So to do and to make. All right. No puedo resistir comer dulces. I can't resist eating sweets. I can't resist eating sweets. I have a sweet tooth. Tengo un diente dulce. Significa soy goloso. Which is not true. I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't like sweets. Thank God. Thank God. Recordad todos que gracias a Dios se dice thank, no thanks. Igual que se dice gracias a ti o muchas gracias es thank you, thank you, thank you, thank God, thank God. Thank God. I don't like sweets. If I liked sweets, I would be this fat because I eat too much. All right. And if on top of eating too much, I ate a lot of sweets, then I would be in trouble. Estaría metido en buen lío. I would be in trouble because I would be obese. And I would probably have blood sugar and other types of problems that go with obesity. Fijaos que no digo suelo decir that accompany. Digo que go, que van con la obesidad, que acompañan la obesidad. I would have some problems that go with obesity, but I don't. Why? Because I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't have a sweet tooth. Do you have a sweet tooth? Eres goloso? Do you like sweet things? I don't. So I'm lucky. I prefer salty things, okay? So I can't resist eating sweets. I can't resist teaching you English. I don't know why. I'm crazy. Some people say I'm crazy. I have taught personally, face-to-face with students, individually or in groups, over 30,000 hours. I've taught on the radio for over 4,000 hours. And I've taught in television for almost 1,000 hours. So in all, cuando decimos en inglés en total, no decimos in total, decimos in all, in todo, literalmente. In all, I've taught 35,000 hours. And I can't resist coming back. It's a drug, okay? I'm addicted to teaching. Why not? It's a fun profession. Estoy acostumbrado a estudiar estas listas. Bueno, yo no, pero tú espero que sí. Estoy acostumbrado a estudiar estas listas. I'm used to studying these lists. Casi nunca usamos el verbo accustomed. Accustomed to. Se puede usar. Accustomed to. Decimos used to. I'm used to. I'm used to. I'm used to sitting in this chair. I'm used to teaching you English. I'm used to looking into a camera and assuming that you're behind it, okay? Asumir es suponer en inglés. Yeah. I'm used to drinking water from my favorite cup, okay? I'm used to using these lists. Aquí he usado el verbo usar dos veces. Y valga la redundancia aquí, porque es preciosa la frase. I'm used to using these lists. I'm used to talking to you. I'm used to sermoning you. I'm used to giving you sermons. I'm used to having this microphone on my left, and I'm used to having the cup on my right, and I'm used to having the books in the middle, and I'm used to holding a pen when I teach. And I'm used to wearing a microphone here and having a microphone here. And I'm used to receiving the heat and the impact of the lights. And I'm used to talking and improvising for 25 minutes without a problem, without a snag. Snag es cuando alguien coge una tela como esta y deja un snag, ¿ok? Sin un enganche, sin que se me enganche nada, ¿ok? I'm used to. I'm used to. I'm used to. I'm mu. Otra vez todos miura, ¿no? Mu. I'm used to. Fonética pura aquí. Porque es I am used to. But the pronunciation is I'm used to. La D al final de used no suena para nada, ni aparece en el horizonte. Y se hace, por supuesto, la contracción. I'm used to. Como el monasterio de Yuste, cambiando la E al final a una U. Imaginad que cambiásemos el nombre del famoso monasterio de Carlos V y dijéramos el monasterio de used to. Entonces ya suena igual fonéticamente, casi. Used to. I'm used to. I'm used to. He's used to. Juan Luis is used to. They're used to. We're used to. She's used to. My wife is used to me. Está acostumbrada a mí. She's used to living with me. She's used to sleeping with me. Yeah, she's used to having dinner with me. She's used to getting up with me. She's used to going to bed with me. She's used to listening to me. She's used to watching me on TV. I'm used to teaching English. I'm used to using these books. I'm used to coming here every day. Estoy acostumbrado a venir aquí todos los días. Ya lo hago. I do it every day, so I'm used to doing it. Are you used to my voice already? Have you gotten used to my voice yet? Ahora he cambiado el verbo to get. Si quieres estar acostumbrado a algo, primero tienes que acostumbrarte a ese algo. Si quieres estar acostumbrado al sonido en inglés, pues te tienes que ir acostumbrando a dicho sonido. If you want to be used to the English language, the sounds of the English language, then you need to get used to them. It takes a long time to get used to the sounds of another language. It takes a long time to get used to the climate in Norway, if you go there. It takes a long time for a person from a dry climate to get used to a wet climate, and vice versa. It takes a long time for a person who has grown up in a humid climate to get used to a dry climate. It takes a long time to get used to certain things. When I came to Spain, it took me about 7 months to get used to the Spanish accent, the Castilian accent, this accent in Spain, as opposed to the accent in Mexico or in Colombia. When I came to Spain, it took me about a year to get used to the food. I didn't like Spanish food at the beginning. I didn't like Spanish food. I found it too bland. Bland no significa blando. Se escribe como blando sin la O, bland, pero eso significa insípido, soso. It seemed to me bland, especially the fish. And even today, often the fish seems a bit bland to me. It took me a year to get used to the food. It took me a year to get used to Spanish women. I didn't like Spanish women at the beginning. I didn't like the way they spoke. The Spanish language is a harsh language, rough. Como la orografía y climatología de las dos Castillas es el español. Rudo, áspero, duro. Yes, la gente de Gijón. It's hard. And when you hear a woman using it, it sounds strong. In the English-speaking world, women speak in a sweeter way than the Spanish women. And in Mexico or in Cuba or in the Dominican Republic, women speak in a soft, dulce, a soft, sweeter way. But Spanish women, no. Now I like it, but it took me a long time to get used to. Otra vez la D de used no suena para nada. It took me a long time to get used to Spanish women. It took me a long time to get used to the climate in Madrid. It's a dry climate. I was used to the climate in central Texas and central Oklahoma, which is a bit more humid. So it took me a certain amount of time. Decimos en inglés cierta cantidad de tiempo. It took me a certain amount of time to get used to the drier climate in the center of Spain. Yeah. But it didn't take me very long to get used to teaching English. I'm used to teaching English now. And it took me about 2 months to get used to teaching English. And I found it fun. Okay? Because I enjoyed helping people, and I still enjoy helping people after all these years. I'm used to it. Okay? And now in Spain, I'm used to the climate. I'm used to the food. I'm used to the people. I'm used to the accent. I'm used to the things I need to do to earn money, my job. I'm used to the traffic. Okay, I'm used to the rain. I'm used to the sunshine. I'm used to the heat in the summer. I'm used to the cold in the winter. I'm used to practically everything. But there are 2 things I'm not used to. Never. And I will never get used to 2 things here. One is the noise. Spain is a noisy country, in my opinion, at least relative to where I grew up in Oklahoma and Texas. Spain is noisier, and I will never get used to the noise. And second is the lack of punctuality in so many people. Okay? ¿Qué más da? All right? Que ya vale llegar 5 minutos tarde. I have spent half of my life waiting for other people to arrive, and I will never get used to the lack of punctuality. I am a person who is pathologically punctual. I don't know why. But simply, I never arrive late. I never arrive late because I have a secret. The secret of never arriving late is to leave your previous location on time. It's very simple. If you need to be in a certain place at 1 o'clock, leave the previous place at 12:30. Don't wait until 5 minutes to 1. It's simply, you are the master of the objects around you. La mente vence la materia. And I will never get used to the lack of punctuality. To get used to And now I need to get used to finishing. Tengo que acostumbrarme a terminar los programas que no me gusta nunca. So, I'll be back another day to help you with more of your English and to slowly transform you into a good English speaker. That's my job. I'm used to it. I enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy learning. Okay, see you another day.